I'm playing Balthasar. He's essentially a court musician, maybe a bit of a minstrel. Likes the sound of his own voice, especially when he's singing. Doesn't get enough part for my part, actually. He should be in it a lot more. I'd love to have written a few extra lines.
Right, you don't think you make enough awful puns already on the subject of notes?
Yeah, but that was Shakespeare.
Right.
Oh, this is Shakespeare, isn't it?
Yes. In spite of the fact that you've had to write your own words for one of the songs, it is actually mostly by Shakespeare.
I shouldn't complain, should I?
No, not really. My character doesn't exist in the original play. Originally, Leonardo has a brother called Antonio, who in the Kenneth Branagh film was played by Brian Blessed. In our version, Antonio has become Antonia, the wife. And it's quite a nice part because I spend a lot of the play calming my husband down, and then in Act 5 I get to be really cross with virtually everybody as a kind of poignantly upset mother, and it works remarkably well considering the part was originally written for a man.
And Jane has particular trouble in becoming cross with anybody.
Absolutely.
A role which has required you painstakingly to research.
I have a real problem being thoroughly nasty to people.
Yes.
It really is quite awkward. And then between the two of us, with a couple of other members of the group, we're responsible for the music.
Yes.
And Mark sings, and
You play?
yep, we've got a tenor recorder, a bass recorder and a cello. And we open the play with a madrigal that's very well known in Oxfordshire. Now is the month of May. And then the key song in the whole of this play is Sigh No More Ladies, Sigh No More. But the original tune is lost, and I spent about 3 weeks worrying about what we were going to do with the tune. I fitted the words to every wretched Elizabethan song I could think of, and finally we hit on an Irish tune of the 17th century called Si Beg Si More, and it just goes absolutely brilliantly, and Mark does the song full justice.
Thank you.
Yeah. And we're also using John Dowland's Lacrimae Pavan for the tomb scene, and we didn't actually like Shakespeare's words for Balthasar's song in the tomb scene, so we've used the John Dowland words, and Mark has written his own tune to fit the words.
The Lacrimae Pavan, if I may say, is a very hard piece to learn vocally. Despite hearing a wonderful version of it, I downloaded it. So to write an original piece not only makes that easier from my point of view to sing, but it's actually quite good to think that you've got something original in a Shakespeare play.
And your tune fits the words admirably, and it works extremely well, so we're quite pleased with it, really. Of course, whether we'll stay in tune on the night, come in on time, all stay together or whatever remains to be seen, but we will do our damnedest.
It'll all come good on the night. You know that, Jane. Always does.